Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 13th video of my Fallout 76 Wastelanders Main Quest series. We're standing here just outside of my house, here in the Savage Divide, and in this video we're going to be traveling up to the crater to talk to Gentleman Johnny Two Guns Weston to do the quest the Ol Weston Shuffle. It's going to be one of the final quests for the Raiders before we go assault Vault 79. Before we do that though, I just want to give a quick thank you to subscriber Edwin Colazzo for an excellent gun and a few mutation serums that I'm going to be using going forward. I haven't used the mutation serums yet because I want to get a couple other ones before I use them and then use the Starch Genes perk card. But I do have the weapon that he gave me, which is an excellent fixer, which I plan on using liberally. So, let's head on up to the crater. Alright, here we are back in the crater. Before we actually go talk to Gentleman Johnny Two Guns Weston, I just want to point out, yes, I did complete my full suit of Chinese stealth armor, but I'm going to be changing out of it because this looks weird when you're trying to film and have people see what it is you're doing, and it's also very difficult to aim when you can't see your own scope. So, I'm going to change out of this, but I just wanted to show you what it was. And if you're having any trouble gathering the materials required to make your own, I just wanted to point out some spots that have good sources of ballistic fiber, which are Clancy Manor, which is now a cult site. We're going to have to revisit that in the Surveil series. But along with that, basically any site that has a military history to it. So if we're looking at these fire bases that the Brotherhood set up here, there are generally, I think each one of them has maybe at least one ammo bag in them, maybe some military duct tape. But those are good sources. But the best source I've found so far is Fort Defiance, and then along with that, Camp McClintock. Those are excellent sources of ballistic fiber. Now along with that, if you're looking to get the fiber optics that you also need for it, then you need to be going up here to Ella Ames' bunker. In her laboratory room, she has 4 or 5 microscopes, something like that, and each one of those has fiber optics in it. So, just wanted to point those out real quick. Let's go and talk to Gentleman Johnny Two Guns Weston, or Mr. Johnny Weston, right over here.
Hey there, Vault Dweller. I've heard all about the plans for that Vault 79 raid of yours, so I'll spare you the time and tell you I'm in. All that sweet, sweet gold is as good as ours.
Okay, Johnny, what's the catch?
Hey, catch? It's not a catch so much as it is a business deal. Before I sign on for your vault raid, I need you to do something for me. You've got the kind of skills I need to help pull off a very important job.
Right, there's the catch.
Okay, fine. It's a catch. Is that what you needed to hear? Does it matter? Let's just move on. So here's what's what. I used to run jobs with my partner, Hal. Hal's a dear old friend. Known him since before the war. Hal and I went our separate ways when I joined up with Meg's crew. Now he's being held as a slave by a group of unsavory hooligans out by Watoga. And being forced to do who knows what. I got a plan to free him.
First, I have some questions.
Alright, shoot.
Watoga's pretty big. Where do we find Hal?
Well, these guys run a deadly arena competition out of the old Civic Center. Now, Meg asked me to scope it out and find out what their deal was. See if maybe we could get them to join us. It was clear these weren't the type of people we wanted in our crew. Slavery's a big no-no with Meg. And these folks are all about it. But while I was betting on one of the matches, I spotted Hal waiting on people hand and foot in one of the arena's luxury boxes.
How did Hal wind up in Watoga?
My best guess is that when he and I split, he kept following the trail south. The hooligans from the Watoga arena must have offered him his life in exchange for servitude. Knowing Hal, he probably figured he would bide his time and find a way out of his situation later.
Why did you and he part ways?
Now, it happened after we found the crater and decided to settle, but Hal's not the type who enjoys being in one place for too long. To be honest, neither am I. But Meg's crew offers resources and opportunities that we just weren't finding on our own anymore. Well, Hal thought we'd be better off on our own. I told him I was staying put. He struck out by himself, and that was the end of it.
What do you need a second person for?
The best cons require a partner. Someone to help sell the illusion. In this case, my partner. that would be you, are going to play a critical role in selling that illusion. I could probably rescue Hal myself, but it's riskier than I like. Now, I figure with your skills, there's very little chance we could screw this up.
Okay, I think I get it.
Good. Right, so about this competition. People fight for riches, food, supplies, whatever they're willing to bet. Half the competitors are slaves, and their masters are betting on them. Others are just people trying to make their fortune.
They're making Hal fight to the death? What can we do about that?
Now, Hal isn't much of a fighter, so he's being held there by one of these guys for some other purpose. I want to pass you off as my slave. I'll make a deal to sell you to Hal's master after you win the competition that will rig in your favor. Once you get into the slave quarters, you and Hal will break out and rendezvous with me. Any questions?
Of course I have questions.
As you should.
What the hell?
Fair enough. I know it sounds insane, but trust me, I've pulled off much more complicated and dangerous cons. This is nothing. If you stick with me and do what I tell you, it'll go smooth as pre-war butter. I'll be doing all the heavy lifting.
What kind of competition is this?
It seems to change from time to time. But I got word that the next competition is your standard arena battle. You versus whatever feral ghouls and other creatures they've dug up. The first prize goes to whichever combatant clears them out fastest.
What happens if I don't win?
You will. I'm gonna rig the competition in your favor, so there's no you lose. Now, on the off chance you somehow fail, I won't be happy, but we'll have to improvise. Think of this as a trial run for the vault job. It'll let me know how much I can trust you.
How am I supposed to escape?
That is a bit of an unknown, so it's mostly gonna be on you to figure out. See, luckily after the competition, the place tends to clear out pretty fast, so you'll only have like a few guards to deal with. They're nothing special, so whichever direction you choose to go, I think you'll be able to handle it. Of course, I'll help where I can.
Okay, I've heard enough. I'm ready.
All right. So, here's how it'll go down. Meet me at the Watoga Civic Center. I'll do some legwork before you get there. You'll want to slip in the back entrance. I'll be waiting. In character. We'll get you into the competition, and I'll go over the final details with you once I know more. See you there, partner.
Okay, so we're going to go potentially risk selling ourselves into slavery in order to get Johnny's friend out. Okay, so let's head to the Watoga Civic Center. Now, unfortunately, this character is not Mayor of Watoga, so there is going to be some hostile bots there. And I apparently also don't have the Watoga Civic Center fast travel points. We're going to go to Emergency Services, which is a hostile part of town. So I'm actually going to stay in the stealth armor for the moment and crouch, go invisible, and this way they won't be able to see us. Okay, so we need to sneak over to the Civic Center, which is the old pre-war arena. Actually, we're apparently right next to it. It's the old pre-war arena where they used to have robot basketball, which didn't go well because the robots didn't wear jerseys, so nobody really knew who they were betting on or rooting for. So let's sneak in this entrance.
Welcome to the Watoga Civic Center, the future of events. The Watoga...
They added this trophy room to the Civic Center with Wastelanders. Previously, the door we came in did not have direct access to the locker room. I like the way the Civic Center is utilized now, but I don't like that they changed the pre-war layout. It's one thing to have the Raiders cut holes in the walls, build new walls, block doors. It's something else entirely to have the pre-war layout change from one day to the next. It's a weird way of altering the world such that it's hard to count anything existing as canon. Okay, let's get into this. That looked like a pretty convincing slave, right?
Keep quiet and let me do the talking from now. Follow me, and remember, you're my slave.
Oh, there you are. Well, hurry along then, we're late. You're lucky I didn't feed you to the Mylocks when I had the chance.
What lovely decoration they have in here.
Hey, your slave doesn't have his collar on. You better take him inside and fix that quick before he does something you'll regret.
No worries, old chap. I've got it right here. Poor thing's got the trots, he does. Had to go round the back way so he could do his duty outside before entering. Like the proper scum he is. She'll be all empty now.
Gross.
What do you have to say for yourself, slave?
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
Good, because it'll be the end of you if you do.
Just make sure he doesn't make a mess, because I'm the one who's got to clean it up. And get that stinking collar on him.
Oi! You heard the nice bloke. Come over here, so I can put this collar around your scrawny neck.
Hey, thanks for playing it cool. I signed you up as an alternate to get you into today's match. So you'll go in if one of the current fighters loses before the match is over. I have a good feeling that's gonna happen, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, if you screw up and they try to detonate your collar, it's on to plan B. Kill everyone, save Hal, and make it out alive.
Did you have to lie to the guard and tell him I have diarrhea?
I know, it's not elegant. But when the lie is specific and disgusting enough, people don't bother asking questions. As you can see, it worked.
What's with the outfit and the accent?
Like it? It's a character I whipped up just in case. I don't want anyone here knowing who I am or tracing it back to the crater. So instead, I'm
Reginald B. Humphreys, from jolly old England, mate. Got stuck in DC when the airplane stopped running. And couldn't make it back across the pond.
What's the deal with this collar?
It's a deterrent in case a fighter tries to escape or turns on the audience, or in the case of today's match, if they end around in last place. It's designed to blow up at the push of a button, taking your neck with it. But don't worry, I've replaced yours with a dud collar. I picked it up last time I was here and removed the explosives.
Ooh, actually, let's see what we can do with charisma. Now, I didn't realize last time that I actually do have a drug that will allow me to get up to a charisma 8 outcome, which is grape mentats, +5 to charisma, and this character has 3 charisma as it is. So,
Hey,
think you could treat me with more dignity in front of people?
sorry, just trying to make this more believable. Yeah, I was going to enroll you as the septic survivor, but I'll think of something a little more dignified. Now, other than that, I'm gonna need you to roll with the punches, just like you did back there. No sense blowing our cover over egos.
Understood. What's next?
While you're down here, I'll work my magic in the stands, doing recon and making deals. There are 3 rounds. You'll need to fend off whatever they throw at you. Between each round, I'll come back here for a pep talk, and we'll discuss our various options. I'm counting on you to come in first. Don't let me down.
All right, Atomic Avenger. Get out there when they call you. And don't let me down. I've got a lot of caps riding on you.
I do have to say I like Atomic Avenger a lot more than Septic Survivor. Let's go take a seat.
Hey, that's you. Get out there.
Alright. Our turn on the arena floor. This place sure has changed since the Raiders took over. Okay. We are in the arena. Oh! Hey, leveled up, not bad. Oh, look at that, a level 62 charred feral ghoul. Four minutes, 22 seconds to go. Let's see what they dropped. Plus I don't want them to start buzzing. I think that was it. That went well. Funny thing is, I don't even have automatic weapon perk cards, and this thing is just kicking ass. Oh, no, there's... oh. Arena guards. Whoa, what the... Nuclear Dawn? What just happened? I think I know something's up here. One second. I've got a feeling that they made the announcer a world radio, which I have turned all the way off for streaming purposes. Which means we didn't just hear the dialogue relating to this, but we'll see soon enough whether or not that's the case. But let's head back to the locker room.
Wow, people out there seem impressed. Keep it up, and this'll be a piece of cake. Okay, listen up. I found a couple ways we can tip the scale in our favor. And Nuclear Dawn was using some strange new blend of chems to give himself an edge. And now he's dead, we can steal it. Use it ourselves. I also discovered a powerful turret system built into the arena. I bet I can hack it and turn it against your targets in the ring.
Hack the turrets for me.
You got it. Based on what I heard, this shouldn't arouse suspicion because malfunctions happen all the time with their system.
Okay, now we sit and wait to be called. Yeah, World Radio. Death Klaus? Okay. Let's head back out to the arena floor. Alright, hopefully those turrets will distract whatever comes out here. Oh, jeez, floaters. Uh-oh. Jeez Louise. You know, these things are supposed to be like bags of gas, but seriously, they're way too strong in resisting bullets. Hopefully that was a plasma grenade, not a pulse grenade. Oh, that was a pulse grenade. Whoa. Okay. Hopefully that was it. It's 1 minute, 40 seconds left.
Whoa! That new kid kid on the block still
We
in
did
it.
it.
Giving
Okay.
the vet something to think about.
I will say I've done this fight once before, and I think there were way more floaters in the past, and I think it was an overload in terms of
At the
number of
end of
floaters.
round 2, your favorite and mine, Maximum Maddie, is still going strong. Step Cloud, baby. Let's see what those brains of yours look like.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez.
Alright! Now, while we're sorting things out for next round, you all go get yourselves drunk. Or whatever round it is we got back here.
All right. I'm not sure why they decided to put announcements from PA systems as world radios. They do it in the Charleston Capitol building too, in the DMV.
Good job, Atomic Avenger. But you're gonna need to do better than that to win the final round. Second place is now last place.
After you win, I'll come meet you down on the arena floor. We'll go over the final plans. Then you're on your own. Oh, I also found some new information we can use to our advantage, if you so choose. Now, I'm certain I can convince Maximum Maddie to throw the round if I tell her I'll disable her collar and buy her freedom. So what kind of help do you want from me this round?
Okay. First of all, why did he change accents in the middle of this conversation when it's just the two of us? But, okay, honestly, I would like this person to be freed from slavery. I'm not sure he's going to actually do that, but it's, I think, the best option because it's either she potentially gets freed or she actually dies. So let's try convince Maddie to throw the round.
Well, sure thing. Maddie's anxious and focused on self-preservation. She'll be an easy call.
Oh, no.
Look, it's unfortunate what happens to the losers here. But Maddie deserves to die.
Oh,
I just
no.
need you to go talk to the guard and distract him while I do it. You cool with that, right?
No. What, die? I thought you were going to free her.
Oh, no, of course not. And I'm not actually going to disable her collar. No, she'll pop like the others. Don't worry, though. She deserves it. She was exiled and sold into slavery because she killed kids and ate them. Real nasty stuff.
Oh. This is actually something of a little bit of an ethical quandary. If she is actually a horrible person and I'm going to end up killing her anyway... You know what? On second thought, I'll choose something else for you to do.
Your call.
Let's go for the Kims.
Okay, I'll create a distraction, and you raid Don's locker for the chems. Now, I can only distract for so long without raising suspicion. So be quick. The chems should last at least one round, so make it count.
Well... I don't like the idea of killing her with her thinking she's getting her freedom, so...
Oi! There's something I need to speak with you about.
Whoa. You got a problem, buddy? Take it up with the boss man, Sargento.
Oh, it's like that, isn't it? You should know the Sargento's a very busy man. And he don't like being disturbed when he's running his show. Now, how's he gonna respond when I tell him you're the one who told me to bother him?
This is it, folks. Time for our last contender to come on out and do their work.
Let's get out on that floor, crouch, and pop those Kims. Well, there's a physics collision happening somewhere that's not correct. 100% damage increase, 100 damage resist, and 100 max health for 5 minutes. Let's take that.
The Atomic Avenger returns to the arena for the final round. Folks, it's rare we get a newbie that can hold their own, especially during an elimination match like we have tonight.
What does that sound?
Let's
that's not that. This is gonna be easy. Grafton monsters really aren't that tough. Now, their weak point is not that easy to see. It's a blowhole. But they're not that strong to begin with, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner!
Mutant Slayer's minigun.
They may have entered the ring as the Atomic Avenger, but they're leaving it as our one and only ultimate survivor! Congratulations to their owner, Reginald Humphrey.
Oh.
Will tonight, Angel. As for our former champion, the performance tonight was disappointing. Y'all in the splash zone know what that means. See ya.
Oh. I do not like that.
Quick, listen up. Here's what's gonna happen now. Sargento will offer you a drink from the winner's cup. It's laced with a heavy sedative to knock you out and counter the adrenaline, in case you were to try something stupid. Here's a key. Keep it hidden. After you and Hal bust out, meet me here. Okay, look. Sargento's coming. He already wants to buy you, so other than the formalities, it's a done deal. Any questions?
Are you sure about meeting here?
Yeah. This place will be cleared out, and the guards won't be looking here. Besides, you seem like the bloodthirsty type. You may end up killing them all anyway.
That definitely has crossed my mind. They are slavers. What if Sargento doesn't want to buy me?
Sargento's a sick bastard, but he's a man of his word, if nothing else. He's not the type to renege on a deal.
You really have thought of everything.
It's what I do. Now you understand why Meg keeps me around.
No more questions. I'm good to go.
Alrighty.
Time to get back into character then.
I'm gonna take a disease cure real quick. Picture the blight.
Oi, Sargento.
Reggie, my friend. Your fighters perform just as well as you said. There's a lot of profit to be made on a prime killer like this.
Sure you want to give him up? Yeah, mate. I'm chuffed. But I'm looking to move on out. And I think he's better served here with you.
Yeah, I get it. Gotta fetch a good price while you still can. Anything else I should know about this one?
Nah, me trudge here's bloody brill. Wins fights and rarely gets knackered. All's good, isn't he?
Hey, you're a good one, Reg. You got yourself a deal. We'll settle up after I put him with my others. All right, my new slave. Time to celebrate with a drink from the winner's cup. Bottoms up.
Whew, that was really hard not to just shoot him right there. Ah, Al Gleason. It is really quiet. Other than that twitching level 62 charred feral ghoul out there. Okay, let's talk to Hal.
New guy, huh? Hope you last longer than the last one.
You must be Hal.
I am. It's a little strange you know that.
What happened to the last one?
It's probably better if you didn't know. Unrelated side note, stick to the gruel they give you. Stay away from the meat.
Oh. Johnny and I are here to rescue you.
Wait, Johnny? I'm surprised he'd come to save me. That's great. What's the plan?
Johnny said you might have a plan.
Funny you should say. I've been working on my escape. Wasn't gonna go until tomorrow night, but now works. It took weeks, but I quietly dug out the wall behind the bookshelf with a rusty spoon. It'll take us into the next room over, then we can sneak away around the guards. Once you make a move, I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Bookshelf here. You did this with a rusty spoon? Alright, let's sneak. Going through the old boxes. I think this is the, yeah, I think this is the old Garahan vault. Or not vault. The old Garahan, box. Okay. What do we got out here? There used to be a hole in the floor of one. Oh, they patched the hole. Uh-oh. Keep moving this way. This way. Come on, bud. Alright. Go this way. Can we go? No, there's glass in that window. Here's a door. Alright. Didn't actually have to kill anybody else. Not that I really would have minded, though. They're slavers. Where did Hal go? Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. That alerted him.
How the hell are you? Trip on getting out of there.
Hal. My man. Hell. It suits you. Because that's exactly where you're going.
Okay. That was a good grenade. Still more? He said there would not be that many guards here. I'm beginning to question whether or not he actually has thought of everything. Dude, do you think you could help out here? Jeez. Seriously. I saw that pistol you just used to kill your friend. Think you could use it on one of these guys trying to kill me? Jeez. Yeah, not many guards, huh?
Hey, thanks, Vault Dweller.
What the hell, Johnny? You just shot him! After all that?
I did. Sorry for misleading you, but if you knew I was only coming here to kill Hal, you probably wouldn't have come along.
Why did you kill him?
Hal ripped me off. On our last job, he took way more than his fair share of the cut. Then lied about it. By the time I found out, he had decided to part ways under the guise of not wanting to settle down at the crater. I needed to send a message that no one pulls a fast one on Gentleman Johnny Weston. Not even my best friend Hal.
Why bother saving him at all?
It was purely personal. Hal crossed me, I had to be the one to do him in. Not some two-bit wannabe Roman emperor like Sargento.
That was cold, Johnny. Did you have to kill him?
In this business, you gotta be cold. Look at it this way. All at once I got my revenge and saved him from a lifetime of servitude. Think of it as a small mercy.
Except for the fact that he was planning on escaping tomorrow. How do I know I can trust you now?
Easy. Don't ever try to pull any shit with me like Hal did. And you'll never have to worry about me pulling a trigger in your face.
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. Before we go, there's one small matter we should discuss. I want you to tell Meg I get a 50% cut of the gang share of the vault loot. Or I walk.
No. Let's use some great mentats. You know that's absurd. 25% or nothing. Final offer.
All right, you drive a hard bargain. 25% it is. Back to the crater then, shall we?
Let's just go ahead and say that 25% of the entire... Well, first of all, we're already angling to get 50%. And he would then be trying to get the other 50%? I don't think so. First, and that even goes beyond the point that we're looking to steal the entire gold reserves of the United States of America. I can't imagine anyone would need more than, I don't know, 1/100% to survive for the rest of their life. But anyway, that finishes the quest to the Ol Weston Shuffle and gives us the new quest, Siding with Crater. But we're not going to go do Siding with Crater just yet, because Siding with Crater is exactly what it sounds like, which is going with the Raiders to Vault 79, and we have not yet finished all of the Settlers quests. In fact, the next video we're going to be covering Duty Calls, which will take us up to the area near the Valley Galleria and the ransacked bunker to raise the flag at the designated spot. But that's going to have to wait for the next video. Anyway, though, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.